Alright, we're back here playing with Chinese diesel heater controllers. This is a 6-key controller that came with the first diesel heater I bought. It's non-tunable as far as I know. The only thing you can do, you press settings and with heaters off. So anyway, you have an OK button, a prime, settings, up arrow, down arrow, and power. Now if you press the OK in settings, it puts in Alpine mode. Let me switch hands and block the light. Alpine mode is it reduces the fuel and the fan speed. That's the only tuning you have in here, and there's nothing you can tune. You press settings and OK to take it off of Alpine mode. If you press the up and down arrow together, it will go in the prime, and then you press settings to stop the prime, which I don't know why. You can prime it from here, or you can press this button right here as a prime button. This will run the fuel pump. I've already primed it 3 times messing around with it, so I know my next fire up is going to be smoking. When this icon, people think it's a warning light, that just means it's off. It's not burning. When the heater is on, press and hold power, it's going to come on, and this has heat 1 through 6. Now on most Chinese diesel heaters, these little bars that show up is an indication of how clean your burn is. Not on this controller model. These bars represent your fan speed. If I go up, it increases a bar. See, I'm on 3 bars. 4, and when I hit 5 and 6, it goes into red. On a normal tunable diesel heater controller, you want to keep your burn in red. You use these bars to tune. Can't do that in this model. The 5 controller, for all you guys that mess with it, you know there's a password. It's 1688 is the most common password to get into the tuning menu. This one supposedly doesn't have a tuning menu, but I played around with it, tried all kinds of combinations of buttons, and I managed to figure out if you press OK and power at the same time, hold it, it brings you to a menu with 3 digits. Now I've tried all kind of passcodes, 123, 321, 168, 999. The problem I'm having, there's no way to accept anything you put in unless it only accepts the right password. So if I were to change the 1, press power to go to the next digit, 2, power to go to the next digit, and 3, press power just goes back to the first digit. Pressing OK doesn't do anything, and these arrows will change the number. And I've tried pressing combination of buttons, pressing the power and OK again. Nothing's gonna happen. The only way to get out of this menu, I don't know what this menu is for. I'm thinking it's for a 3-digit passcode, because there are some diesel heaters with 3-digit passcodes. But nothing I press will accept it. The only way to get out of it is to press and hold settings, and it powers the heater off. So if you have any insight to what those 3 digits are for, please let me know. I think while it's on, if you press settings, it switches from Celsius to voltage. That's the only thing the settings button does. And it says something about you can press and hold the settings button. Pressing and holding the settings button, whether this one is on or off, doesn't solve anything. So I wanted to make this heater tunable. So I know the 5-key controller are tunable. Well, I bought a 5-key controller with the matching motherboard. I installed in this heater, and it's the exact same as this one. Same layout, same function, everything's identical except the prime button. So just because you're buying a 5-key doesn't mean you're buying a 5-key tunable. That's the purpose of this video. If I plug in this controller to my other heaters that are tunable, this controller doesn't work. I have to change the motherboard with it. If I plug into this one, this controller works fine. With this one, it's the exact same firmware. That's one of the problems with these Chinese diesel heaters. you don't know what you're getting until you get it. You don't know what it's capable of. The Amazon sellers don't know if it's tunable. They can't give you any information. I've searched lots of YouTube videos on this controller, the 5-key non-tunable. They call this the new controller, which is not new. It's been out for 2 or 3 years, and there's a newer blue one that replaces this one. There's so many different variations of controllers. It's a gamble whether you're getting one that can be tuned or not. But I just want to make this quick video about it. As far as I know, there's no tuning available on this style controller. The 6-key and certain 5 keys. If your display when it comes on is like this one, to where it shows P in voltage and a stop icon, it's non-tunable. So if someone knows what those 3 digits are for, that I can get into right here by holding OK and power, let me know. The only thing I can figure as far as a password, but there's no way to accept any input I put into it. Let's try power to go to the next digit. Let's go 168. I've read that on a AI generated Google search. Gave me a combination of codes to try. But it's normally 163. I mean 123. But there's no way to accept it. Like once I get a code in, no button I press will do anything. So I'm assuming it's the wrong code. That's why it's not accepting it. And 999 was also a suggestion that was used on some Chinese diesel heaters. I'll pass it up. I've also tried 000. There's nothing. So there's really no menus on here. So yeah, if you have any insight what those 3 digits are for and a possible code, I've already tried. Again, I'm repeating myself: 123 321 168 999. I think I've even tried 688. It's there for a reason, this display, but I do not know what reason. Nothing changes. It doesn't let me accept. But I'm thinking this is a password to get into the settings. I've even contacted the seller that sold me just the individual controller and motherboard. They haven't responded yet. So like, what is the purpose of this if I can change a value but I can't do anything? I'm pretty sure it's a password. So yeah, if you have any information, let me know.